Hey friends, let's jump straight in with this song. We're tuned to D, so just tune each string down a tone or a whole step, and I'll show you all the guitar parts. Let me play the intro, then we'll break it down. So we're just doing the G chord 4 times. On the fourth one, use your bar to come in, and then we're playing the main riff here. We've got the A and the D5, slide up to 7, back to 5. Palm mute the open E, and then play G, power chord, slide back to F sharp, palm mute the open E. Play an E power chord, play the open E and B string. 2 palm mutes on the open E, and then E and B again, so slowly. Do the 5, 7, back to 5 again. Palm mute E, G back to F sharp, palm mute E, E power chord, then play 2 on the A and the D, E string, 3, 4, and do that again. Second one. Do the first one again. The second one, the start stays the same. Then play second fret A and D, E string, 3 and 4, second fret A and D. This time play the open E string, 3 and 4. So. That's our intro there. So for our verse, we're just playing an A power chord, palm mute the open A string, and then play 7 on D and G. With your bar, 3rd fret E, back to the A power chord, palm mute the open A, up to 9th fret D and G. With your bar, 3rd fret E, back to the A power chord, it's the first one again, palm mute the open A, 7th fret D and G, 3rd fret on the E, A power chord, and then to finish off we're doing these octave chords, 5 on the A, 7 on the G, and we're just sliding back 1 fret and back up again, so back to 4 and 6, back to the 5 and 7, and we just keep repeating that. Finish on the 4 and 6 there, and that's our verse. So for our chorus, it's the same as our intro riff. So all the same. Now here's where it changes. We're just going down a string and doing exactly the same. So 5 on the D and the G, 7 back to 5. Palm mute 5, then play the C, slide back to the B, palm mute the A power chord, and then play 5th fret on the B and the E. 2 palm mutes on the open A, back to 5th fret. Repeat that again on the D and the G. Palm mute C to B, palm mute A, and then just do 3 times on the 5th fret E and B. Palm mute the E, and then we're going back to our first riff again. And end it the same way we ended the intro. Here, open 3, 4, and that's our chorus there. From our chorus we go back to the verse, and that's exactly the same as our previous verse, back to the chorus, and that's the same there. bridge, we're just doing this blues pattern on the E, open E string, 2nd fret on the A, back to O and 4, O and 2, O and 4, then go O, E, 5 on the A 2 times, back to O and 4, O and 2, O and 4. We do that 2 times. And then guitar 1, and we'll have a look at guitar 2 in a minute. We're just doing a B sliding up to a C sharp power chord. Do that 2 times, and do the C sharp, slide back to the B. An A power chord 3 times. And we do that through twice, and then to end it off we're just going back to the E blues riff again, but this time we're just doing open and 2, open and 4, open and 2. We're doing that 4 times. So for our second guitar we've got 4, hammer onto 6 on the G, do that again, then do 5, pull off to 4 on the B, jump to 4G, and then do that again, 5, pull off to 4, back to 4G, to 7 on the B. And we just do that through 2 times, and that's our bridge there. From there we're just going back to the intro again, so we've got the G's 4 times, 3, 4. Guitar 2 is playing the 5th fret harmonic on the D and the G. And we're just letting that ring out and getting feedback using our bar, and we're just going back to the intro. From there we go back to the verse, and that's all exactly the same. So I'll talk you through this last chorus because it's still the same as our previous choruses. The start stays the same. So all the same to the A strings. Now here's where it changes. We're going to call this the E riff. We're going to play 5 on the A and the D, 7, 5, palm mute to the G, slide back to the F sharp, and then we go to the blues pattern, palm mute the E, and then we're doing the O and 2, O and 4, O and 2, O and 2, O and 4, O and 2. So then we do that again, 5, 7, 5. G, slide back to the F sharp, the palm mute, and the blues pattern again. So we're doing that 4 times there. 4 times, then we're doing the same but on the A string. So the 5, 7, 5 on the D and the G, the C to the B, palm mute, and then our blues pattern. So we're doing that 2 times. Go back to the E riff again, 5 and 7, mute, G to F sharp, mute, and then just our blues pattern. Do it once and go back to the riff again. And we're doing that 3 times there, or 4 times there. So 4 times, then to finish off we just go back to the blues riff, we're doing it 4 times. Four times, and then we're playing 2 times on the open E. And we're doing that 6 times. Then the last one we're doing 2 E's, O and 4, just play the A power chord, the G, the F sharp to the E. And they're all the rhythm parts. Now let's have a look at the solos. So we're just starting with a bend on 14G and playing 15B. Use your bar and then 14 and 15 again. Do that again. 14 and 15, then do 12 on B, hammer onto 15. 12E, 12B. Then we're just bending 7G, playing 8 on the B. Again, and do 7, bend and release, pull off to 5, and 5 on the G. Then do the 7, bend G, 8 on the B again. Again, and then this time 5, 8, 5, 8, 5, 7G, 5B. Then we're jumping back to the 14G, 15B, 3 times with bends. And again. The last one we do 3 again. Bend 15 on the B. Then do a trill between 12 and 15, so just hammer on, pull off on the B string. Use your whammy bar. Play 12E. And then we're just doing 12, 14, 15 on the E. Do that 8 times there, and then bend 15 on the B 2 times. Then we're playing the 22nd fret, do 3 bends on the E string, and again, and then bend, play 22, bend, play 22, bend, and then just do 3 more bends on 22. Then we're sliding up to 11 on the D, 12 on the G, and we're going to play it 4 times, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on the 5th time pull off the 12 to 11, so, and go back to 19G, do that 2 times. And the 3rd time just play the 11 and the 12, and pull off, and then we do that 2 times. Back to the first one. Repeat the first one again. And again. The second one. Just do it once and then finish the same as our rhythm. A, G, F sharp, E. And the last little solo we're going to bend on 22 on the E. Play 22, 21, and then just trill between 17 and 19. 17 and 15. 14 and 15, 12 and 14, and you can keep coming down there because he fades out there. And there are all the parts there. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed Girls, Girls, Girls Guitar Lesson by Motley Crue. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you love your 80s, rock, glam and metal, jump onto my YouTube channel for hundreds more songs, and I'm looking forward to seeing you soon.